So I started in January in 2015, and he was a senior at that time. And I mean, it was crazy because he was a shot put thrower and he was just lifting after school. And then actually over the course of that semester, he became one of the strongest in the nation. And he ended up placing 8th at state. So that was crazy to come and have this kid come in every single day, be one of the best athletes in the nation, and then be my first all-state athlete I got to work with.
He really didn't have anybody to actually really support me like that. So it meant a lot to me to have him by my side every step of the way, in my ear, being a dad of the weight room. He always cared. I mean, that's what everybody needs, somebody that cared. And coach that cared, and kids just kept coming, and numbers kept building.
At the beginning, when I first got here, he wasn't here yet, so I would just lift by myself. He came, and I would squat, and I would only go halfway to parallel, so it drove him crazy, but he kept pushing and pushing, and I kept pushing, and next thing I knew, I went from being a B team player in middle school to squatting almost 400 pounds and being a team captain for football drove me to be great.
That was easy. And you positive.
I feel like I'm probably the biggest cheerleader for a lot of the kids and teams. I set their goals really high, but I think they need that because then they believe in it and then they push for it. So the kids that get fired up when they reach them, and it's as simple as set a goal, they make it, then create a new goal and a harder goal, and we have bigger goals for the teams, like the football team winning the games. That was a pretty big goal, and they did it, so that was exciting.
6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Those seniors, that was their first win ever. So they went all through high school, no wins, and then they won that first football game. So that was huge. And a big part of that too is that we had a lot of sophomores playing, and I've had them since 8th grade. So just having seen that improvement from 8th grade to that sophomore year, getting that first win, that was a pretty special moment.
This sophomore class, this here now, they're beating maxes from the seniors last year. They're only sophomores. These are only boys still. When they become men, he's gonna have them doing some crazy things in this weight room.
Tyrell Gordon, he came in as just a tiny freshman, and I've literally been with him every single day, weekends, holidays, from then until now. And now you look at him, he's one of the best athletes in the nation, and he's doing all this, and I've helped him out with all his college plans and setting all that up and the FAFSA and everything. And now actually seeing him go there next year, he's going to UNI, and then knowing I get to follow him for the next 5 years, that's probably the coolest story I've had to date.
He's my go-to person, so I'm here to talk to him about college things, being a great leader, just great.
There you go,
He goes the extra mile for me because I just got a scholarship to Iowa State, and he texts me with all asterisks. He was just the most happiest person in the world because he cares about you and he cares about the sports, but he also just the individual in you. He cares about you.
It's not all about sports and everything or lifting. It's more about your academics and where you're going to be in life. And this is just a stepping stone to get us to the best where we can be. And it's actually our classroom teacher for leadership. So he's been developing not only weightlifters and athletes, he's been developing people to go into our society and do great things.
There you go.